In the top stories, 25 remarkable teens awarded for their accomplishments. Ministry of Entertainment hosts forum on the reopening of the sector. And Prime Minister Harris commends staff at Sylvia Garnett Healthcare Facility. The details on these stories and more after the break.
In your formative years, we were there. When you got the good news and the bad, we were right there with you. Through all your great adventures, we were always right by your side. Now that life has thrown us a curveball, we are still here. And as we navigate this difficult period, the SKCCU will continue to be there for you and your family to help you through. We will assist you in safely and efficiently accessing your funds through our digital platforms, online banking, mobile banking, ATMs, and even our drive-through services. We can get through this together with responsible financial decisions by making food and medication a priority, practicing proper hygiene, maintaining social distancing, and constant prayer.
We're here for you.
We're still here.
We will get through this together.
SKCCU will continue to be your financial partner for life.
Welcome to the beautiful islands of St. Kitts and Nevis. Today, we'll be spending time with the Wilberts. They're a happy family that love liming, and with plenty of food and drink to go around, life is good, but not for long. Sadly, the Wilberts never paid attention to what they ate or drank. And when asked to reduce those sugary drinks, they joked and said, "We will, but not today." Unfortunately, a year later, Mr. Wilbert had a stroke. And a few months after that, Mrs. Wilbert was diagnosed with diabetes. From hospital bills and the cost of drugs to time off work, this began to take its toll on the family. But it wasn't until they saw the effect it was having on their children that they finally decided to make a change. You see, the Wilberts realized their family was already sweet enough, and a healthy lifestyle was the best gift they could ever give them. What gift will you give your children?
Mosoka, 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 mosoka.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Carla Berridge. St. Kitts and Nevis welcomed the new inductees to the 11th annual 25 Most Remarkable Teen Award program during a special sitting of the National Assembly on Thursday. The ceremony was held at the Rivers of Living Water Christian Center to ensure adequate physical distancing in keeping with the existing COVID-19 protocols. Relatives and friends joined with members of the Federal Parliament in celebrating the teens who were awarded in several categories, including excelling through challenges, leadership and volunteerism, commitment to positivity, sports, spirit of hope, academics, and more. Minister of Youth Honorable Jonell Powell saluted the outstanding contributions of the young people who have made an impression in their respective communities.
The young people are powerful leaders of change. They care deeply about our country, understanding the issues we are facing, and know that we have to and can do much better. They serve their communities actively, participate in civic life, and advocate for a fairer, more diverse and inclusive St. Kitts and Nevis. Over the past year and a half, they have shown incredible strength and determination and made great sacrifices to help keep our communities safe and healthy.
Minister Powell noted that the Department of Youth would continue to create avenues for youth to achieve their potential and achieve meaningful lives. He said a critical feature of this includes frequent dialogue with the youth themselves so that their voices are included in the decision-making process. The revision of the federal youth policy for the next 5 years is also a key strategy.
I implore us to liken each young person to building blocks representing each one's diverse attributes. Just like how the individual blocks are pieced together to form a beautiful structure, each of them can contribute in his or her own unique way, thus collectively creating a vibrant society that is youth-centric.
The profiles of the 2021 class of the 25 Most Remarkable Teens can be accessed on the Facebook page of the St. Kitts Department of Youth Empowerment. The ceremony was broadcast live on ZIZ radio and television. Promoters, entertainers, and other persons who want to host mass events in December are now being pointed towards additional safety measures by the Ministry of Entertainment, or MOENT, and by extension the National COVID-19 Task Force. At a forum on Friday hosted by MOENT regarding the opening of the entertainment sector, active Chief Fire Officer Garfield Hodge spoke of the amendments to be in place regarding fire safety.
Owners of clubs or host of events must provide an emergency plan. The outlines of the plan must be conspicuously displayed in view of patrons. Clubs or confined spaces must be outfitted with fire extinguishers. And in that regard, staff must be trained. There must be multiple exits at clubs or confined spaces where events will be hosted. Conspicuous exit green signage is mandatory. In the event of an emergency, persons must be able to see the exit signage. Then, of course, permission for pyrotechnics or fireworks and/or bonfires must be given by the fire department after inspection or recommendations. Finally, the structure of clubs or confined spaces must be of good integrity to prevent building collapse.
Minister of Entertainment Honorable Akila Baron Nisbet made mention of additional measures that will guide the approval process of events.
One of the things that we are requesting or requiring is a notification of intent to host a mass event or any event that would be through the Permanent Secretary's Office at the Ministry of Entrepreneurship. What the ministry will do, we will assign you an event liaison officer. This event liaison officer will go through all of the documents that will be required for approval, make sure everything is in order so that your approval process will be seamless. However, there's going to be 3 main departments from which we will have to be able to get approval. The information for the police remains the same as they would have done in the past. The purpose of having fire going forward was to explain the importance of safety is because we've added the element where fire will also have to provide an approval, and the Ministry of Health for the CMO's office would also have to provide approval. Now, you will not be approved for your event until all 3 departments approve your event.
As part of the application process, applicants are asked to provide contact numbers for the primary organizer, proposed date and venue, event time frame, number of attendees anticipated, ticket cost, type of event, and business license. Promoters and entertainers present requested clarification of some of the guidelines announced, specifically related to bars having a license to operate but still needing to request permission to host events. Divisional Commander Superintendent Cromwell Henry answered.
Yes, that's a very good question, a very good point that you made there. But you have to consider the type of license. Sometimes you say nightclub, they operate as a nightclub, but when you look at their license, they have a regular bar license. And so that is why we ask these establishments to upload their business license as part of the application. And sometimes the business license doesn't match what they are applying for. So a lot of these businesses, establishments that operate as nightclubs, the license will not say that.
Okay, understood. But why should we keep on going to the police to encourage them to work when our business license will operate? So I think you guys need to actually fine-tune some stuff and make it easier for us to operate. Should be happening. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, we take the point. So that's something that we can look at.
Concerns were also raised about the premature end of an event by compliance officers or police during spot checks who decide that an infraction was committed but offered not to tell the organizer what the violation was. Promoters and organizers present emphasized the loss on investments made when this occurs. The superintendent stated that such an occurrence should not take place. Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris has commended the staff of the Sylvia Garnett Primary Healthcare Facility for the work they have been doing for the people of Constituency 7. During a tour of the institutions in his constituency on Thursday, Prime Minister Harris thanked community nurse Paula Bodidia as well as other nurses and staff of the health facility for their genuine and hard work in ensuring that the best possible care is given to the people of Tabernacle and surrounding communities.
I was particularly impressed as we fought the COVID battle and we continue to fight that your staff here, including yourself, devoted your Saturdays, your weekends, Sundays when necessary to come and to ensure that we could offer strong protection to people who had determined that they were going to protect themselves, their families, and loved ones. You had not just persons from this community, you had persons who had come all the way from Bastille because they heard we had a hospital in Tabernacle to be served here. So thank you, and thanks to all of your staff who did an incredible job.
Nurse Bodidia expressed her appreciation to Prime Minister Harris for his own tireless work in ensuring as many persons as possible received factual information about the COVID-19 vaccine and hence stepped forward to become vaccinated.
I really appreciate your unwavering support during the time of the COVID as well, to coming here and taking out your time on Saturdays as well. And even on behalf of my staff and myself, I say a huge thank you. Congratulations for your 28 years of being a parliamentarian as well.
The tour is part of activities being held to commemorate the Prime Minister's 28th anniversary as a parliamentarian. Dr. Harris is expected to resume his outreach in his constituency tomorrow, Friday, November 26th, with a walkthrough in Phillips and Molyneux communities. The capabilities of the Police Force Forensics Lab are expected to increase in 2022 as technicians there are set to undergo a series of training in a number of areas critical to crime solving. This was confirmed by the Director of Forensics with the police force, Latoya Lake Marshall, on November 25th during a tour of the facility in Tabernacle by Prime Minister Harris.
For 2022, these technicians that you see here are going to be going through some extensive training. I know they're not going to like Miss Marshall because I'm going to be very strict. We're going to go into a lot of jurisdictions. They're going to be doing anthropology, which is the testing of bones. So if we find any bones anywhere, we are going to train our people here in St. Kitts to test to see what.
She further noted that they will also be collaborating with specialists from Monroe College who will train the lab technicians in the use of underwater drones. At present, DNA samples are sent abroad for testing. However, Director Marshall said her intention is to organize training for her technicians in DNA testing in the near future. Prime Minister Harris expressed his satisfaction in the advancements being made at the forensics lab and noted that the upcoming training sessions will only enhance the forensic capabilities of the police force.
It is very interesting what is happening right here in one of our local communities as opposed to Bath's Fair. This has been a critical service which we were advised should assist us in better crime outcomes, that is the police in their investigation being able to bring closure to a number of cases through the application of technology and science.
The forensic lab was officially commissioned on April 27, 2018, and was seen then as a critical instrument to expedite the analysis of samples and also speed up the investigative processes in St. Kitts and Nevis. Director Marshall said the lab has since resulted in a significant improvement in the police force's crime solvability rate. After the break, retired SKN Police and Fire Officers Association to host week of activities and plants stolen at Cajola Cristata. Stay with us.
Hello?
Hey babe, did you sign up for Flow Internet?
Yeah, because it's the best deal. Big savings. Just by combining our mobile with Flow Internet, I save hundreds of dollars a month on our mobile, which practically pays for the internet at home. And I got double data. Best decision ever.
Double data and big mobile savings? What about me, babe?
I wouldn't leave you out. With Flow, you get up to 4 lines with all these benefits.
Switch to Flow Postpaid and sign up for internet for big mobile savings and double data as low as $80 per line. Visit discoverflow.co for details. Conditions apply.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call Kane Agencies at 869-465-3333 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
Horseman's Automotive presents Pay Nothing Sales Event. That's right, for VAT Days this December, Horseman's Automotive, the Federation's favorite auto dealer, will offer Pay Nothing on VAT on all selected models. You heard right, pay no VAT on all select vehicles. Pay nothing in down payment. Pay nothing for bill of sale. Pay nothing for servicing for 12 months. Pay nothing on groceries or pay nothing on gas for up to 3 months. Your choice. Pay nothing on registration and licensing. Pay nothing for tinting and accessories. And there's more. There is absolutely nothing to worry about with our unbeatable financing package. So come in now and reserve your vehicle today for VAT Days in December and pay nothing on VAT on select models. Pay nothing on bill of sale. Pay nothing on groceries or gas for 3 months. Pay nothing on registration, tinting, accessories, servicing, and more. Come help us make much ado about nothing. It's Horseman's Automotive Pay Nothing Sales Event 2021. Paying nothing and feeling good. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Welcome back. The retired St. Kitts and Nevis Police and Fire Officers Association is preparing to host a week of activities in commemoration of its 3rd anniversary. Members of the association's executive were guests on Policing with You on Thursday, where retired Force Chaplain Leroy Benjamin spoke about how the association initially started in 2014 and re-emerged in 2018.
And I said, listen, people should not only walk them when they're finished. and especially a work like the police. My thing is, when you work 20 years in the police force, I call it 20. I don't call it 20, I call it 40. It's a very unusual job, and I feel like people should be taken care of. And there's where it really came from. So after that, I organized a meeting whereby we can have the various officers, and so that came about as well. We had some time of elapse in there, but we wouldn't go into that now. But 3 years ago, we got back to it again. I had to go back to it again. And as a result of that, that is what has brought us here to this point in time.
Retired Assistant Commissioner of Police Joseph Richardson spoke of why he decided to be a part of the association.
Serving in the police force was a personal satisfaction for me. So this is just an extension. And so I have a zeal, I have a passion to see it thrive and see it succeed. And so, you know, as the chaplain have said, when you go and you visit some of these guys and you see that sometimes when you go, they don't even want you to leave because for months they haven't seen anybody haven't come and spoken to them. When I could remember one time I went to a particular individual and I handed him a gift and he said, "Boy, this is the first time since I have left the organization that I feel remembered."
Wow.
So that is the zeal, that is the passion.
Retired Fire Officer Natalie Foe outlined some of the events for the anniversary week of activities, which will begin on Saturday, November 27th.
The week of activities, we say it will start on Saturday with a health walk. On Sunday, we go to Nevis, and we have a church service in Nevis. And after that, we'll have a luncheon. And on Monday, we're doing a membership drive. We'll be focusing in the area of the Police Credit Union, where we have past members, and we're trying to see if we can attract them to come in to it. On Wednesday, we go to our shut-ins. For right now, we use the word shut-ins, but some of them are laid aside, and so on Wednesday we go to visit them, and we have them. It's all around the island, and we're going to be splitting up in different places.
She said the week of activities will continue on Friday with a free social event for all retired officers. The week will wrap up on Sunday with a church service at the Antioch Baptist Church. The staff of Cajola Cristata are calling for the public's help in finding out who vandalized a recent environment enhancement project. More in this report.
What started as an environmentally based activity to give back to the community ended in heartbreak and disappointment for Cajola Cristata. Over the weekend, the staff members planted trees here along the Kim Collins Highway, but here they noticed that several trees have been uprooted and stolen. A total of 16 trees were taken from where they were planted. With me is a staff member for Cajola, Lachman Samaru. Tell me, how do you guys feel about this event, this occurrence?
This is kind of disappointing. You know, we want to give back to the community. This is a part of our corporate social responsibility. We plan these events in months in advance, partnership with the ministry. And this hedges is only part of what we want to do for the development of this valley. And then on Saturday we had a team, some member of staff and associates came out here. We planted 148 trees. And unfortunately, over the weekend and then for the last couple of days, we realized that a couple of the trees has gone missing. And so it's a very unfortunate thing for St. Kitts as a whole, because this is for the community, not just for Cajola, but it's for the community.
Will you guys replant?
This is something we have to decide on. Hopefully we could have some collaboration between the ministry, maybe the police. We're looking to develop, but it's a lot of money to invest and then it goes missing. But we look into it.
Okay. Now, with me is Dr. Eric Brown of the Ministry of Environment. I understand that thefts at this area are not exactly anything new.
No, you see, in our effort to develop this area as a recreational area for the whole community, in the first instance, we placed down some picnic benches, and these picnic benches were actually screwed down, bolted down in concrete. and somebody took it upon themselves to come and unbolt one of them and actually went away with one of them. So it's quite disheartening what we see happening here as well, as we continue to enhance the area and see that person want to come. This is vandalism, you know, this is theft. And as we strive to develop this area, it's a major concern for us. You know, we want to appeal to the general public. This is for everybody. Look at it as some investment into persons' livelihood and well-being. Take care of what we have.
All right, thank you very much. So just to wrap up, both the Ministry of Environment and Cajola Cristata are asking anyone with information about what may have happened here to contact them, or of course, the police. Reporting from the Kim Collins Highway for ZIZ News, I'm Jason Davis.
The Department of Agriculture is announcing the opening of registration for the Agri-Christmas Night Market on Wednesday, December 22nd, 2021. According to a release, the event is open to all vendors, meat producers, fishers, and agro-processors. Registration forms are available at the Bastia Public Market, the Department of Agriculture at Legreet, Department of Marine Resources, and the Ministry of Agriculture at Government Headquarters. Interested persons are asked to contact the Ministry of Agriculture at 467-1016 for further information. Deadline for registration is Wednesday, December 15th. This week, the Beach Island Primary School held its student body elections. On Thursday, students lined up and cast their votes for one of three contesting parties: Student Action Movement, United Student Empowerment, and Student Empowerment Party. Principal Virgil Jeffers said the elections gave the students first-hand experience of an election process.
One of the areas in which we are having the activities to give the children the real-life experience of what it is like to vote. We know they're not of the age to vote, but they're having the real-life experience. They would have been given the experience of actually making the X on the ballot, as well as dipping their finger in the ink.
He said activities such as these are necessary as they prepare students for responsibilities as an adult.
Yes, it will benefit the children. From the experience, they are already privy as to what is expected. They know exactly what to do when it's real time for voting. So yes, it will benefit the children.
At the end of it all, Student Action Movement won with a total of 150 votes. United Student Empowerment received 76 votes, and the Student Empowerment Party received 73 votes. 352 students were registered to vote. Coming up in regional news, unrest continues in Martinique and Guadeloupe as some talks begin. The details when we come back.
Bigger, better, Black Friday weekend sale. Bigger savings, better deal. The bigger, better Black Friday 3-day weekend sale at Hornswood Building Center, St. Kitts, Nevis. 25% off store-wide this weekend from Thursday, November 26th to Saturday, November 28th at Hornswood Building Centers on St. Kitts and Nevis. Bigger savings, better deals at the Hornswood Building Centers bigger, better Black Friday 3-day weekend sale this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Terms and conditions apply. See stores for details.
There is no better time to discover what your National Bank Visa debit or Black cards can do.
Mimi, what's that song?
It can get you out of a pickle. Using my National Bank Visa card is fast, secure, and convenient.
Cashless SKN is our new lifestyle choice. National Bank, always here.
Hosper's Value Mart IGA Value Club Christmas specials from November 18th to December 1st. Quaker granola bars, $9.99. Essential everyday oil spray, $7.99. Essential everyday barbecue sauces, $5.99. Almond breeze milk and creamers, $12.99. Essential everyday fries, $11.99. IGA or essential everyday salad dressings, $6.99. And now our very low weekly value deals. Skippy peanut butter, $12.99. Post honey bunches of oat cereals, $9.99. Dole juices, $11.99. VO5 shampoo and conditioner, $4.79. IGA or essential everyday waffles, $8.39. Boost nutritional drinks, $7.99. Shop smart, shop Value Mart. Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí a Value Mart.
And we're moving now to news on the regional scene. Protesters in Guadeloupe remain defiant after bringing the French Caribbean island to a standstill. They are demonstrating against COVID-19 restrictions and long-standing economic problems. The French government has called for calm. Al Jazeera's Natasha Butler reports from Guadeloupe, France.
Cars are forced to turn back as protesters block a road on the French Caribbean island of Guadeloupe, where anger continues to simmer. What began more than a week ago as a strike over mandatory vaccines for health workers is now a full-blown demonstration against the French government. People here say they don't trust the vaccines or politicians in Paris.
The problems in Guadeloupe run deep. The cost of living is high. There's no training for young people, no jobs for the skilled. We feel totally ignored by France. They pile obligations on us without understanding us.
Demonstrators have set up blockades like this across the island, making it difficult to get around.
This is the main road that links the two major parts of the island, and it is blocked. It is causing disruption, but what the protesters have done is put in place a system whereby essential goods, food and water can get through, as well as patients who need to go to hospital.
Despite the difficulties, this paramedic says he supports the strike.
The COVID pass, the obligatory vaccinations. There are lots of people in Guadeloupe who say you shouldn't force people to do what they don't want to do. That's dictatorship.
At this hospital in the city of Pointe-à-Pitre, the atmosphere is festive. But these health workers say there is little to celebrate. Suspended from their positions for refusing the COVID vaccine, they say they'll protest until they get their jobs back.
You can't just interfere with my body. It's my body, not Macron's or Prime Minister's. Everyone's choice must be respected. We are human, so we'll remain against the vaccine and COVID pass because their only aim is to destroy the economy.
The head of the hospital's COVID unit says widespread vaccine skepticism is putting lives at risk.
Only 1/3 of people in Guadeloupe are vaccinated, so it's very, very low, and it won't be enough if a fifth wave arrives to stop a high number of hospital deaths.
The French government has sent extra police officers to the island and called for calm. It says the COVID restrictions won't be lifted, but ministers will work on finding solutions. But people here say they're fed up of being told what to do by Paris rather than being heard. Natasha Butler, Al Jazeera, Guadeloupe.
Coming up, a new COVID-19 variant triggers global alarm as WHO urges caution. International news is next.
Imagine having the luxury of putting all your trust in one insurance company and being able to enjoy a life to the fullest without having to worry. Well, don't imagine. National Caribbean Insurance is here to take care of all your insurance needs. Insure your life, vehicle, boat, home, belongings, and your future. At NCI, we make it our business to ensure that you enjoy every stage in life. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Welcome back. Global authorities reacted with alarm on Friday to a new coronavirus variant detected in South Africa, with the EU and Britain among those tightening border controls as researchers sought to find out if the mutation was vaccine resistant.
highly transmissible and potentially resistant to existing vaccines. It's been described by some experts as the worst COVID-19 variant yet. Dubbed B11529, it was first identified in South Africa, with cases also recorded in Botswana, Israel, Hong Kong and Belgium. On Friday, EU Commission Chief Ursula von der Leyen said that in Europe, all air travel from countries affected by the new variant should be suspended.
The European Commission has today proposed to Member States to activate the emergency brake on travel from countries in southern Africa and other countries affected to limit the spread of the new variant. All air travel to these countries should be suspended. They should be suspended until we have a clear understanding about the danger posed by this new variant.
The British government responded on Thursday night, introducing new curbs on travel for 6 African countries, including South Africa. Israel has banned arrivals from most African states, and other countries, including France, Italy and India, have tightened travel measures. The World Health Organization is warning against hastily imposing travel restrictions over the variant, and on Friday gave a rough timeline for establishing the threat posed.
It will take a few weeks for us to understand what impact this variant has. Researchers are working to understand more about the mutations and what they potentially mean for how transmissible or virulent this variant is.
International stock markets fell sharply on Friday as fear spread over the potentially dangerous new variant and as case numbers rise in many countries throughout the world.
Up next in sports, football fans pay tribute to Maradona 1 year after his death. Stay with us.
Imagine having the luxury of putting all your trust in one insurance company and being able to enjoy a life to the fullest without having to worry. Well, don't imagine. National Caribbean Insurance is here to take care of all your insurance needs. Insure your life, vehicle, boat, home, belongings, and your future. At NCI, we make it our business to ensure that you enjoy every stage in life. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
First up in sports, football fans around the world are paying tribute to Argentinian legend Diego Maradona a year after his death. The former Boca Juniors, Barcelona and Napoli star is widely regarded as one of the best players in history and died of a heart attack at the age of 60. Al Jazeera's Daniel Schreimer reports.
Unveiled on the first anniversary of his death on the walls of the Diego Maradona Stadium. Home of Argentina's juniors, where the player began his professional football career as a precocious talent just before his 16th birthday. Marcelo Chiarello was one of the collective of artists determined that Maradona's legacy should live on, both in his art and in his studio, where these collections constitute a sanctuary to the man known affectionately as simply Diego, or Number 10.
If we take a tour of my studio, you'll see nothing that says Diego forever, or he died on such and such day, because here Diego is still alive. Diego is breathing. That's what I feel in my heart.
There were outpourings of grief around the world when he died last year from a heart attack a few days after brain surgery. His death, like his life, has been controversial, with legal cases still proceeding over his care before he died.
Diego may be gone, but he lives on in murals like this one, which have been painted all over Buenos Aires and beyond, ensuring the creation of a legend likely to endure for generations to come.
He's credited with winning the World Cup for Argentina in 1986. He brought joy to millions of fans in Argentina, Spain and Italy, who view him as more than just a football player. Maxi says he's proud to have Maradona under his skin.
Today is a sad day, but not so sad, because for us he's eternal. We'll remember him on every corner, on every t-shirt, every tattoo, and whenever we watch a match, after 10 minutes, the fans will chant the name Diego.
Others weren't even born when he retired from football, and only ever saw him play on old video footage.
I believe that when you take into account where he came from, he took his ideals around the world, never forgot his convictions. That's what I like about Maradona, why I came here. He's in my heart. I don't know what else to tell you.
Maradona retired from playing football in 1997, already addicted to drugs and alcohol. He managed a number of clubs but was never far from controversy over his health, his relationships with women and conflicts with the media. But he never stopped winning friends and admirers, and a year after his death, the magic of Maradona shows no sign of fading.
And that's it for sports. When we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
Whether you're at home or abroad, ZIZ's social media platforms help you stay connected with what's going on in St. Kitts and Nevis. Keep up with daily events by liking our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter at ZBC Online. Like our pictures on Instagram and subscribe to our videos on YouTube. Also, you can watch us live on the ZIZ mobile app and our website, zizonline.com. No matter where you are, ZIZ is just a click away. ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, reaching you wherever you are.
And we're wrapping up with a recap of the top stories. 25 remarkable teens awarded for their accomplishments. Ministry of Entertainment hosts forum on the reopening of the sector. And Prime Minister Harris commends staff of Sylvia Garnett Healthcare Facility. And that's the end of the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kyla Barrage. Goodbye.